Welcome to this the Marathon Encore. Feel free to take a seat, join this room, and today was quite incredible. I had 12 hours of marathon, and 8 people joined the stage. So now is before and the last time for you to join the stage. First, feel free dive into amazing music that I was hearing. I'm going to share it now. To you again. Welcome. If you take a seat, if you are live on YouTube or LinkedIn, and if you're on the replay team, welcome. The session will start in 2 or 3 minutes. I am between early and late. So welcome live or welcome in the replay. This is the for question. So this is it. We are live. Feel free to join the stage by going to the link that I'm going to follow below. Of course, I'm going to update the stage because maybe the link to the stage is no longer accurate. But this is me showing on stage and also sharing some gems about French. So here, right now, I am officially 49 years and 10 hours and 9 minutes old. This is my birthday today, and I am shifting gears, exploring new ways of elevating into this world. So as I am right now going to begin this session, I'm going also to share my screen. So the Linktree/FrenchHolly is my Linktree link, and I am sharing this so that you see in this link you can have multiple options. The options that goes right now for live is like restream session, go join the stage, and you can join the stage right up there. Then there is also my membership that I'm going to talk about, FLECH, FLECH. that allows you to dive more in French, because I was giving so much sessions in French for free, LinkedIn, YouTube. Now I got to commit to people that are really serious about their French language innovation, and to be part of a community that is aiming to elevate. So right now I'm going to put probably 2 sessions per month, maximum of 25-40 minutes on Restream, and then the rest of the sessions will be accessible only for the Fleche members. So that's the Fleche membership subscription, and then you can also subscribe to my newsletter, join my room, book a call, discover my YouTube channels, and discover also my new language coaching network. We are 2,000 around the world practicing efficiency language coaching, using the brain to better learn and teach and coach French and languages all around the world. We are transforming the education, because right now there are schools that are certified New Heart education, and to have a better future for education. That's my path to bring that. And then you have my mental health cafe. So, here, for instance, my Go brunch room right there that I'm going to share. Feel free also to disrupt my flow and to comment on the chat, LinkedIn or YouTube, or to join the stage by clicking to the link below, linktree/French40. And so this is my Go brunch, my Refrench Your Brain, where you can dive into languages, tap into videos, explore amazing things. I'm constantly improving this room. And so that's an incredible space where people are learning languages. And aside that, I am also sharing my Café Libyen, which is a mental health for people that would like to join, have a chat. How are you doing? How's things going? Mental health is so important. And of course, there is the camaraderie in the Go branch. I am a portal of various communities out there that exist in Go branch, and one of these communities is Go branch. And you see already the improvements that you can see about Go branch is that you can add a background sound, like the sound of a club bar, as you might listen when you are entering into bar. So with that, incredible. So now I'm going to share my Linktree page and start the share of my Go branch. And I'm going to bring some gems, as I acknowledge the fact that I might not see a lot of people on stage during the next hour, because of course I was thinking to make it at 25 minutes ago, but I do it now, 8 minutes ago, and so I still have 1 hour and 7 minutes to or maximum to allocate to you, the live or the replay team, for celebrating my birthday by giving some French and language nuggets. So the first is a gift, the gift of our presence on Earth. This is a true gift, because sooner or later, it could be in days, months, weeks, day, weeks, months, years, decades, but sooner or later we are going to leave our vessel, our body, our human um, costume in this world. And sooner that we could expect, because we never know. We know when we were born, but we don't know when we are going to leave this amazing Earth ship. And so it's about to witness the gift of our presence that makes us rich, um, as 7% of the humanity total that are still living on Earth. 93% of the humanity once lived on Earth, left this planet hours, days, weeks, months, years, centuries ago, and are no longer alive to do any action. We are able each year, each day, each minute to say, look, I'm going to make action. but of course, making action for status quo, making action for elevating this world, or making action to destroying this world. And of course, we are human. No one is perfect. Of course, there are some humans on Earth that are harming even more than thousands and thousands of other human beings. So, but it is what it is. We are here to bring the light. We are here to do our best, our hummingbird best, to extinguish the fire in the forest, and to, with our small mouth full of few drops of water. You know the Amerindian legend that a fire in the forest, animals are really crazy or trying to escape or hide, and then there are probably dozens of hummingbirds that are trying from the lake to the fire to extinguish. But animal said, you know, you are not going to be able to extinguish this fire. Is so violent, and you have such a small amount in your throat, in your mouth. But the hummingbirds are saying, yes, 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 we know, but at least we are doing our part. This is something that is really motivating me to be on track, to be on fire, to stand up, because I no longer want for these actual generation that are children, adolescents, young adults, or generations that will follow, in 10, 20, 50 years, to live what we experienced during the last decades. And of course, based on the system that is not so much being accountable or improving itself, or really small, because they will not change. If there are no people to advocate for change, they will not change. So we need there are people to change this system, to make this world a better place. Know that we have AI, generative AI, and billions of research about science, neuroscience. We need to integrate this practice of brain-based coaching, of neuro heart education. So that's my ranting, by the way. So we are already on the 12 minutes, and I'm going to drop my first gift word in French, cadeau. CADEU. And as I know that there are also readers, I'm going to write it. So gift in English is cadeau. And in Italian, regalo. So yesterday I received a gift. Today I received a gift. And yesterday I received a gift to see my dad alive. He was not feeling so much good, so it was not a true amazing gift, because I would have been happy to celebrate it with him being fine. But I had the gift to see my dad alive at 76, as I'm turning 49. For those that are doing the math, you know that 49 plus 76 equals 25, and then 76 plus 49 equals 25. So I am 49 born in 76. He is 76 born in 49. That's a really cadeau. Another cadeau is the numbers, because 76, it's really tricky, because I'm now going to tell you there is no one French, my friends. There are multiple Frenches. French from Belgium, from France, from Switzerland, from Quebec, Montreal, Canada, from Africa, from every part of the world, Louisiana, Cajuns, etc. Creole Islands. And so, by instance, the numbers is already a challenge if you are living in Belgium or if you are living in other parts of the world. Normally, other parts of the world, they are using the French France way, which is 76 for 76, because they are having, after 69, anything that is between 70 and 79 is like 60 plus 10, 60 plus 19. So it means that there is, in the France way, that is also occurring in Switzerland, in Canada, and probably elsewhere in the world, we have 70, so 69, 70, and then 71, 72, like 60 plus. 73, 60 plus 13. And then 69, 60 plus 19. So 76, in fact, in the France way is 76. But I am living in Belgium, and in Belgium we say 70, which is sept, 7, like 1 decidis, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 70, 60, 70, 70, 80. It's another part of the way, because probably in Switzerland they are doing octant, but in France and in Belgium we are saying 80 for 80. And then there is a novanta, which is 90. And another way, like in France, they are adding 10 on 80. So 89, and then 90, 91, 92, and 99. 99 is 99. It's 80 plus 19. I know it's a bit tricky, but it is the way it is, that exists in France. But in Belgium, we are not doing the same. In Belgium, we are using 90 instead of 90. So in Belgium, in France and in Belgium, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. In France, 70. In Belgium, 70. And then France, Belgium, 80. Probably Switzerland, 80. But I'm not sure. And then 90 or 90, like 90, 90 in France and 90 in Belgium. So 99. And then we have the classic song, etc. That is really common. So that's my second gem after cadeau, the numbers. That's really interesting. And there is a way to learn the numbers by singing. By the way, I was noting earlier, I was attending an amazing session with Rachel and Jason about the rhymes and the rhythm of music and songs. When you are to speak English, you can do as you wish and rhyme all you want. And then I don't know what to say, but it's okay. But it's really helping to learn. And there is a lullaby which is contained, that I'm going to quote, by the way. Do you know this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Violette, Violette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Violette à bicyclette. So that's a lullaby for young children for remembering the numbers from 1 to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then after that, you can probably add on 8, 9, 10, etc. And then there are other contents like Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonnez les matines, ding dang dong, ding dang dong. So for the story, this lullaby is probably sings in multiple languages around the world: Italian, Spanish, English, I think, Polish, I don't know. But it's like Frère Jacques is brother Jacques. You know, Jacques, Jacques, Jacques. Like the chocolate, by the way. There is also chocolate Jacques. But Frère Jacques is like the brother Jacques. It's like in the spiritual community, the community of faith, because Frère Jacques, frère, is not only a way to say brother, but of course you can say brother for also these people. But frère is also like for the monastery, you know, the brother, like the father or the priest. But I'm diverting. So Frère Jacques, dormez-vous? That's a question. Dormez-vous, dormez-vous? Because it's, I think, a guy that tries to wake him up. Question, dormez-vous, dormez-vous? He wants to call him. And dormez is like a question, dormez-vous? Because vous dormez is like you sleep, and then dormez-vous is like sleep you. So it's a real question, like, and it's like the terminology EZ that is really common for the second plural person, dormez. He did. Like aimer, manger, he did. And so, and then so les matines, that's really interesting because matin is an ancient word for the bells. because normally was a first guy having to wake up a bit like the army, like le clairon, waking up all the troops. And Matin was the bells, the names for the bells. But Matin, if you remember, Matines, there is also matin, which is Matin, and matin is like morning. So it's like as if morning was the name of bells, by the way. Sing in the morning, ding dang dong, ding dang dong. So that's a lullaby, um, probably also to tell the young children to wake up. Allez, wake up! And then there is also I don't know what is the meaning between that the story, but it's a kind of a saying, probably to ask people to go quicker. But Meunier, tu dors, ton moulin va trop vite. Meunier, tu dors, ton moulin va trop fort. Ton moulin va trop vite. Ton moulin va trop fort. Ton moulin va trop vite. Ton moulin va trop fort. So meunier is like the term that someone was in the windmill trying to probably process the wheat or whatever, and it's like the windmill was going too fast. I don't. But that's my second gem. My third gems about the French aspects. First was the first was second was the numbers. First was the cadeau gift. And then third one was some lullaby and how to pronounce numbers, and so I don't see anyone on live. I don't see anyone on stage. Feel free to join me whenever you want, or on the replay team, feel free to repost, to comment. And also, if you choose, so I really appreciate that you are supporting me by buying me a coffee, hot chocolate. It is my birthday today, and I'm going also to ask more and more to incredible angels to give me back their energies by giving me the amount of energy that they want to give to me. So by coffee.com /holylyrics. And in the next days and weeks, I'm going to whistles and bells more about my membership, because I'm going to bring it live. It is done. It's live right now. It is live. And so now you are entering into the flesh area. Bear with me, because I'm going to see, probably I was witnessing da, 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 da. So I don't know what happened, but I'm going to restart my browser once again, because once again my browser is struggling. I don't want to not have control on my browser. Do I have control on my browser? Okay. Thank you, browser, because I was a bit like freezing. When you have some challenges technologically. Anyway, there is no one on that, but I witnessed the replay team, so feel free to add any comment or any remark. And I was talking also about the two things. Feel free to buy me a coffee and support me, to give me some of your energies, so that I can move on and elevate receiving. And also, I'm going to talk in the next days and weeks of more my membership, because it is live, and I'm going to make it done, because la machine est lancée. That's another French expression. The machine is launched. And of course, this is not really a machine, because it is really crafted with heart. And here is, it was not this one, I think. Yeah, it is this one. So I'm going now to share my screen and to once again share to you. Sorry for my throat, I'm speaking too much. Going to drink some water. Going to drink some water. So, oh, sorry for the noise. Now it's me drinking water. So, here you see normally the share screen. And this is my FLECH membership. FLECH stands for French Languages Explore, Café Libyen, and Artists. French, helping you to learn and improve French. And languages, I don't speak yet fully Spanish or Portuguese or Japanese, but I accept few words like I can say arigato gozaimasu and konnichiwa and sayonara for Japanese, muchas gracias for Spanish. But I am also willing to help you, to guide you in elevation of languages. And thank you so much. And then explore. Explore is also so important because it's about an umbrella that I'm going through creativity, poetry, book clubs. So here I'm just going to manage my technology. Technology, feel free to work. So technology is working. That's incredible. So, pum 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 pum. Okay, où j'en étais? Where was I? FLECH. So, explore will be about creativity, poetry, writing, and also faith, because I'm connecting more and more with just Jesus and God, and also with book clubs also. So my first book club will be on the Sunday 22nd of like tomorrow. Well, as always, I do all the things without announcing in advance, so it will be a bit challenging, I know, but it will be probably the session zero. Why not? And so I am now going to talk also about Café Libyen, which is about mental health, and then artists to gather together the community of humans, elevating towards the same mission to bring the light into this world through our passion and our missions for making this world a better place. So I am standing and supporting all the people that are willing to make this world a better place. I am alive, and as I am alive, I am able to make some actions. My brain is like foggy right now because after 12 hours of marathon, it was not easy for me. But I'm going to have a proper sleep this night. Sorry. And so this is the description once again of my FLECH membership. And of course, I was not promoting a la a la Tony Robbins or a la whatever. But I am imperfect. I am Oli, and I'm going to do it anyway. And who will follow me? Are you going to follow me in the next days, in the next weeks? The founder membership, the founder period is from 21st of June, like today, until the 4th of August. After, the price will be the classic member price. So until now, you have two tiers. One will be €10 per month for life. That means that even years and years after, you will pay the same price and not the classic member price or the price that will raise up. That's good to know, my friends. And then also the tier 2, that is €25 per month, that will allow you to have more individual and group sessions and also more content and bonuses. So, my friends, what are your thoughts? Feel free to add in the comments. We are already on the 30 minutes of this session. We are still having, let's say, 35 minutes, because I don't see any comment, anyone going on stage. And so it is what it is. We are all having lives. I was enough placing in advance. But this encore will be quite short, I think. And so right now I'm relying also on the replay team. If you are watching on the replay, and of course this marathon last night was 8 hours plus of videos. And the part 3, if you would like to witness the dialogue, the part 3 is the one of the parts that is the most to watch, because we were 7-8 on stage. Was Kenny, was Peter, was Crystal. Had 2 fingers to have Melissa, but it's another story. Was also Tom Cullen and Omar and Julian on stage. So it was incredible. Thank you for that. So I am now going to give you some other gems. Like, feel free to type in the chat, because I would like to see if there are people live participating, and feel free also to comment later on the replay team. So, Pépite, Trésor. So, the first one is diamond, which is in French diamant. And of course, it's singular. Normally, there are many of these, so add an S. And then you are having pépite, and same, you can add an S. And pépite is also a word not only for precious stuff, precious luxury stones or whatever, like gold nuggets. It's like the nuggets of the gold. But pépite is also an amazing insight. It's something that you can extract from the form of the basic knowledge. And then there is a gem knowledge that you are extracting, and that is able to change your life. And then trésor is like your chest treasure. So treasure in French is trésor. And of course, you can affectuously name some person trésor, mon trésor. The most incredible gem nuggets partners, mon trésor. Could be also a pet. Who knows? There are some pets that are named trésor. Really high value. So that's another gem about French. What are your thoughts? I'm going to now add another gem about the conjugation. So here are, at the end, it is the last gem that I'm going to share, and I'm going to close this room in 12-15 minutes, because I need to wrap it up, and because I'm a bit like speaking in the void. Sorry for that. I have to take care of about my nose. So these are the verbs. And so verbs are, of course, for conjugation. And in French, there are 3 groups of verbs. The first, the second, and third group. The third group is the most diverse and irregular verbs. The second group, it could be also irregular, but it's less irregular, and because there is a pattern about IR. And the first group is finishing by ER. So all the verbs that finishes by ER are in the first group. The only word that accepts that is aller, ALLER, which is to go. Aller is irregular. And you notice already at the first start, because in the present tense, normally the verbs are having the radical. And on the first group, the radical is always the same. And the ER, that is part of the infinitive, is removed. to take place to conjugate forms that are always the same. Some rules of exceptions, but for pronunciation. But 99% of the time, ER is like the first group, except aller. And you notice that because aller, it starts in the present tense by je vais, V-A-I-S. Tu vas, V-A-S. Il va, V-A. Nous allons, A-L-L-O-N-S. Vous allez, A-L-L-E-Z. Et ils vont, V-O-N-T. And so it's like veut, veut, a, veut. But normally the root is always the same, like al. But here it's the case that ale in that case is the first verb, the only verb finishing by er that is not part of the first group, but the other verbs finishing by er are always part of the first group. And the good news is that they are the most frequent in the conjugation. Probably 90 to 95% of the verbs are part of the first group. So that's good news for you, for your French learning. Because if you are not knowing a conjugation of a verb from the second or the third group, you can try to find a synonym by the verb finishing by er. An example, faire, to do, F-A-I-R-E. There is a synonym, fabriquer, to fabric. And then Q-U-E-R, and then you are just having to remove the er, and then you remain the fabric with the QU, and you add the conjugate, the different elements that are the same for the verbs of er. So that's a nugget in itself. Then the second group, IR, there are also IR verbs in the third group that are really truly irregular. But the IR of the second group have always a pattern of finishing by ISS ... Like finissez, finir, to finish. And then there is finissez, finissant. And same with grandir, grandissez, grandissant. Grandir is also part of the second group. Same with compatir, to compassionate, I think, like empathie, empathos, compatir, compatissez, compatissant. It's the second group. But there are verbs finishing by er, like dormir, that are part of the third group, because it's not dormissez, dormissant, it's dormez, dormant. And in that case, they are part of the third group. And avoir is a kind of special. As avoir and être, they are not only on the third group, but they are the auxiliary verbs. So they are the first verbs truly that you have to know all the forms, because you are going to also conjugate the verbs with the composed tense. Because in French, there is a présent, I'm simplifying, présent, imparfait, and future simple. And then you are, for the present, the passé composé, for the imperfect, the plus que parfait, and for the future simple, futur antérieur. And these are composed by the verbs avoir and être conjuged in each of these tenses, like présent imparfait, futur simple, plus the past participle of the verb, like manger, avoir mangé. Donc j'ai mangé, date de plus que parfait. J'avais mangé, date de non. J'ai mangé, passé composé. J'avais mangé, plus que parfait. J'aurais mangé, futur antérieur. So that's, in a nutshell, a lot of things to digest, I know, but this is me sharing some incredible nuggets. So avoir and être are really important to notice. My friends, let me know on the replay team how are you feeling right now. I am envisioning right now to close the room because at 40 minutes, I think I made all the efforts to also invite people to, hey, he's doing an encore, let's join. And I don't see anyone joining. Of course, I was probably planning that 2 or 3 hours ago, but this is the last one for my birthday party, by the way. But I'm going to talk more about the Fleche membership in the next days and weeks because I want to see you in to partake into elevation for French and language learning. And also, of course, to build a community of people engaged to elevate humanity. That's my aim. I would like to be more in service and to create groups and to make this dream come true. My membership is no lie. And I'm really happy to welcome you into the party. So let's celebrate by saying to you again, thank you, and see you in the next days and weeks for more amazing games. Less often, more short sessions, and more focused on